So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. There's the whistle. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position.
Has a goal! And he's done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 7 minutes is number 77.
So could we be heading for a shock here? Messi. Foden. He's gone for goal! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And he's being shifted off it. And back to the goalkeeper.
Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's tidy. He's had a hit! That's another chance! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Portugal concede again. They have been rocked to the core. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Chance to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Foden. Valverde. Great ball and he's in here. Oh, that's a key interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That could spell trouble. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Foden. Now Van Dijk. And it's Ribery. Mbappe. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Fiddles it through. Good ball over the top. And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been the perfect 45 minutes for the underdogs as far as the scoreline is concerned. Now we're about to see how strong their nerve is.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 67 coming on the field.
And we're off again.
Number 18.
Mbappe gets a good foot in there. Foden. Ribery. And they've got a throw. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Deftly done. Pass is just off target. Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Akanji. So two could be danger here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
And it's Son Heung-min. And Dyke kept his eye on it, and he's there. In with the challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Chance!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Number
There is some
77.
activity down on the touchline.
Coming on
It
the
seems there's
field,
going to be a change.
Number 9. Number 96.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Foden. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's got to be quick to recover this. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, there's a probing ball.
2 added minutes
Thinks one
has
through.
been indicated.
Akanji cuts out the pass. 2 minutes to be added on. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Please
How do you look
join
back on the
me
game
in
then,
wishing
Jim?
all the
Well, the
best
look
for
on the
members
manager's
of our
face
fan club
says it all.
celebrating
He
their
knows
wedding
he set his
anniversary
attack
today.
up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, these are, of course, early days, but we're in the unusual position here, potentially, of witnessing a team achieving their ultimate aim already. A win is what they need, and they certainly appear intent on getting it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. Now it's Kane. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And Messi! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
No, that's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Kane. Messi is onto this. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gets a good foot in there. 0-0 still, and little doubt about which manager will be the happier right now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, can he get onto this? He can run onto that. Foden! Denied by an instinctive save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Has a shot! Goal! Milan! First blood drawn. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's a really well-measured ball. Foden. Now it's Kane.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Caicedo. Solot. Not the most accurate pass. Milan have reclaimed it. Kane is flagged offside. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will
Has
be
ruffled
1
a few
minute added
feathers,
time.
but well dealt with. And here's Messi. Oh, no joy this time. And we hit half-time. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Surlot.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Surlot.
The attendance for this match was
It's lofted through here.
81,007.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Surlot. And he was quick to react. Now somewhat off target. Can he get it through? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. And here's a chance. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Alexander-Arnold has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. And that's gone loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Messi. Foden. Well, it has been a very watchable, sometimes rather desperate contest. Understandable, one supposes, when considering what's at stake
Well,
here.
Peter, as you said, this is huge. Could do with more intensity and purpose, though, if they're looking to turn this around.
Just eases him off the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Corner number 2 then.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage
There
this
will be
to
1
secure
minute
the win
added
now.
time.
And the shot! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
My thanks to Jim alongside. Well, these are, of course, early days, but we're in the unusual position here,
Hello, everybody,
potentially,
and welcome
of
to
witnessing a
today's
team
match.
achieving their ultimate aim already. A win is what they need, and they certainly appear intent on getting it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's had a shot! There's a goal! And look who it is! He leads the way, he leads the way again! That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, delightful ball. Keeper's ball. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, important interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Caicedo. First quarter of an hour gone. That has been cut short. Well, it's a scoreline to raise the eyebrow. 1-0 to the underdogs. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Caicedo. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's got the shot away! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now the finish! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Gently done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Knocks it out wide. And that should get the job done.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Has a go! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Quality ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Some first half thoughts?
Well, at the moment, Peter, this smacks of an upset, but against more illustrious opponents, this is not a done deal. Half-time will be welcome for very different reasons.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Caicedo. It's Son Heung-min.
The
It could be
attendance
in
for this
here.
match was
So we've reached the hour mark.
71,898.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Robertson. More and more pressure on the ball here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Great chance! He's got a goal! Two up and threatening to pull clear.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 71 minutes is number 19.
Madrid concede again. They have been rocked to the core. Caicedo. That's Shiatani. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Coming
There
on
is
the
some
field
activity
is
down on the touchline.
number
It seems there's
9.
going to be a change. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
He's shifting through the... And the shot! And again! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team.
Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. And now the hit. And he should have made it 4.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So what can they make of this? Well, that looks a good ball through.
4 added
Goalkeeper's
minutes
ball.
has been indicated.
Pinches it off him. There will be 4 extra minutes.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're done. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement.
Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most
Hello,
anticipated
everybody,
days
and
on the
welcome to
footballing
today's
calendar.
match.
So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Stones cuts out the pass. Neymar. And here's Drogba. Now it's Kante. Oh, he's had a shot! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Koundé. Here's Chouameni. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. De Bruyne gets through on his own.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Excellent challenge there. And now the hit! Drogba. Now it's Drogba. He's cut it out. It's a sweet ball, that. And no, that was never going to make it. Conte looking to add to his goal. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicked it back promptly. He's through here. Conte. Mbappe. Neymar. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loved... Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's there to retrieve it. De Bruyne. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mbappe is on... And the shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A little lost today. Please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around this stadium.
Substitution on the field. Number 67. Number 19. Coming on the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 9. Substitution.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Can he finish? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Great defending, strong and determined. Tchouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's fallen loose again. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Neatly clipped into space. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tries a shot! Nicely aimed pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. "75 minutes played." And he's in on goal. He's shot a goal. And he hits the net. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
He's through, it's one-on-one. Has a go! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's got the shot away! He scores! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's taking no chances there. Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Haaland. He's got away. Great hit!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Turns and goes back. And the shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.